Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha. Okay, so the story so far, Nerve. I think that's the name of the band, right? The story so far. First time listen. This comes to me courtesy of somebody who always gives me this big long list. You know who you are. I always poke in there every now and then and say, try this one. And I also have been doing the suggestions that you guys drop into your comments. Sometimes people say, hey, where should I suggest? Just drop it in your comment. And I put it on a very long list. So thank you guys for sub. Thank you guys for support. Thank you guys for the cups of coffee that you guys buy me, because you know that my channel is not monetized. And it's a publisher copyright claim. They make the money. I make donut hole. All right, so the story so far, Nerve. All right. All right, they open up with something that stuck into my head within the first 8 bars, and that is the chord changes in which they're playing them, but it's also the rhythmical pattern of what they're playing. To me, that's your very first hook in the song, and it's an instrumental hook. If this is the first time you've ever watched a video with me, my reactions or first time listens are not, you know, are that of music. So you as the listener, and I break it down for you and try to bring some really fun things for you to listen to, possibly a little different. So a musical hook, or what is a hook? A hook is when it gets to that place where they sing this exclamation point, and they might repeat that a few times through a song. A lot of us think of it as a vocal hook. But a lot of times there's rhythmical hooks, there's melodical hooks that can get us into it beforehand. And for me, and that was that rhythm pattern here. Another thing I want to bring up is the guitar tone. Very powerful, very raw, very organic. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of compression on it. There's not a lot of engineering done to the tone. It sounds like it's really just tube driven. Or, well, I'm sure there could be, what I don't know is that there could be pedals and there could be some effects on it, you know, be it, you know, anything pre-head of the amp is possible. But I love this sound. This sound is just really powerful. It's very raw. The bass player is just the metronome in this stuff. When bass players like Michael Anthony from Van Halen do, I mean, that as straightforward as that is, really brings to light other rhythmical arrangements, because that really keeps you in this pocket. So the strumming pattern that the guitar players and the singing pattern, the rhythmical arrangement of the vocalist with its own arrangement, with that bass driving it straightforward, brings a little more life and pop to that, you know, and I super dig that. So let's go forward a little more. This song was a hook monster, and what I mean by that is that they didn't stray too far away from the pocket of chords that they were, excuse me, that they were playing. I kind of want to go back a little bit. This pre-chorus with just the toms going, so the toms are going, but the snare's still in there, holding its original pattern. But when the tom's going and the vocalist is holding out that note, that's another stylistic instrumental hook. Because it was a break away from pattern, that the drummer was playing, and just doing the toms and stuff kind of airs out a little bit of the high end of what you're listening to, because cymbals and hi-hats really kind of own this pocket of like 8K plus. And when you take away a little bit of that sizzle with the toms and stuff, it kind of airs out that section. So it was really super cool the way these guys wrote the track and did the arrangement and did that. The guy's voice is really, really cool. I mean, I don't know how to sing. I mean, I tried and it was kind of fun for a minute, but that kind of intensity and performance, and then to do that through a whole show, he just sounded like he was just full on 100% through this in a part of his like upper chest, blowing this out. And it sounded really cool. But another thing too I wanted to bring up, my first coffee. That I wanted to bring up too was the fact that what I really enjoy about this is when you have two guitar players, it can be overdone a lot of times, arrangements and stuff like that. In this case, outside of the super cool chordal chugging rhythmic hook that I explained about at the beginning, this last section on this side of the cans, I can hear one guitar that was holding down a little bit more of the original turnaround in that phrasing, in that arrangement. And this here was doing kind of a picking kind of, he was picking the chord out a little bit, still distorted, but it gave a nice sense of stereo and dynamics. It was a really super good arrangement. So anyhow, the story so far, totally stoked that I found this guy. Thank you guys for your suggestions, and thanks for hanging out. The link for this, the link for their Spotify will be below. If you decide you want to buy me a cup of coffee because my channel's not monetized, coffee's good. If I'm zooming, I'm doing. That link will be below just as well. So is the link for these headsets, the AKG 240s. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out. All right.